Hello children, very good morning to all. Welcome to today's session. And today we are going to start a new unit. Second unit, reading. A very interesting person, and you must know him, and also you maybe heard his name. He is none other than Sir C.V. Raman, the Pride of India. Today we are going to deal reading the lesson name called Sir C.V. Raman, the Pride of India. Why we are saying the Pride of India? Let's see in the when you are entering the lesson. Let's see. So please, all of you open page number 23. All of you take your textbooks and open page number 23. If you look at the first paper on 23, on the first page, you can find some persons are there. Can you find them? Who are there? You can see some few people are there in the picture. Yeah, there are 6 persons are there. These are the greatest persons from our India, and they have invested. Okay, they have did something useful things to our India. Okay, who was the first one? That is APJ Abdul Kalam, the Prime Minister of India, ex-Prime Minister of India. Sorry, President of India. And next one is, who is the next one? Is C.V. Raman, and next one is Srinivas Ramanujan. Second person, who is the second person? Srinivasa Ramanujan. Third person is C.V. Raman, and the fourth person is Joshua, and the fifth person is Rahul Sharma, and the last person is Kalpana Chawla, and these are the 6 persons. Yes, can you remember? Yeah. So let's see. Who are the people? The above persons are very important person which they had done marvelous things to our India, and each people had their own history, and they had done something to our India, and they got why we are now speaking about him means they had did something to our India. From these people we can learn many things. We can learn the good things that they have done, and we can. So that's why APJ Abdul Kalam always he says one quotation that always strikes to my mind. Dream, because what your dream is going to be happen, because dreams are be our future. What you are dreaming now is going to be happen. So my dear youth, my dear children, dream. You are the dream and you are the future is to say. So let's see. Let's now enter into our lesson. Let's look into our lesson. What happened? Let's know about the C.V. Raman, what he has done. Okay, actually he got Nobel Prize in the physics. He was very famous for the physics, and he got a Nobel Prize in the physics in the year of which year he has got Nobel Prize? Do you know anyone? He has won a Nobel Prize in the physics in the year of 1923. Okay. Because of him only, every year we celebrate the National Science Day. When we celebrate National Science Day every year on February 28th. On February 28th, we celebrate the National Science Day. Why? Because let's see. Okay, because he has done marvelous things in science, and he has got Nobel Prize in the physics. So let's see. On the busy Wow Bazaar Street in Kolkata, where it was an old building. Where in Kolkata? See, the story has started in the Kolkata, the busy old Wow Bazaar Street. For example, if you go to Surar Market, how busy will be the people will be buying the vegetables and moving here and there. The same way, there was a very busy bazaar that's called Baubaji Bazaar Street in Kolkata. It was the headquarters of Indian Association for Cultivation of Science. So it was a Indian headquarters. What is the Indian Association of Cultivation of Science? Where it is? It is in the Kolkata. Okay. Indian Association of Cultivation of Science. The headquarters of Indian Association Cultivation of Science. Where it is? It is in Kolkata. It is the headquarters of our India. In December and fine evening in 1927, there was much excitement in one of his laboratories. Laboratories means where they will do the all this where they will do all the science practicals. Means for example, for find out in the medicine, the vaccine for the corona, where they will find out, where they will do all this to find out in the medicine, they will do only the laboratory, because they will be separate test completely with the this, no other person will be allowed, only those who are the person, those who are in the capable of doing that, only doctors and those who did there. I mean in the medicine, the people those who study the medicine, all the people only they are allowed to do and do this all inventions. Okay, the science, the medical, whatever the tablets, whatever invention they do in the laboratory. So, what is the full name of C.V. Raman? The full name of C.V. Raman is Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman was a. Okay, what is the full name of C.V. Raman? Okay, Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman. Okay, C.V. Raman full name is Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman. Underline the word. And was showing a visitor some of his instruments when a young man K.S. Krishna rushed and announced Professor Compton, okay, has won the Nobel Prize. So, when C.V. Raman was in the laboratory, where he was in Kolkata, in the Bhau Bazar, the street of Bhau Bazar, where he was in the Indian Association Cultivation of Science, he was in the laboratory and he was showing some important persons about the science, all this one, some instruments maybe, about the inventions, maybe he was dealing with some maybe students or some guests. So immediately, a young man, who is a young man called K.S. Krishnan, he rushed to the C.V. Raman and he told that our professor, what is the professor name? Professor name called A.H. Compton. He told that our professor A.H. Compton has won the Nobel Prize. What is the professor name? A.H. Compton. What is it? Professor Compton has won the Nobel Prize. So when he was busy, okay, the young man came and told to C.V. Raman that our professor Compton has won the Nobel Prize. Then what the Raman replied, let's see. Raman was quite delighted. Excellent news, he said, smiling at the visitor, and then he was lot in thought. So, what happened when the K.S. Raman, okay, K.S. Krishnan came to the C.V. Raman and told that our professor got the Nobel Prize. Immediately, our C.V. Raman felt very happy. You said excellent news, I was very happy. And when his professor got Nobel Prize, he was thinking about something. He felt in a thought. He was in a thinking. He was in a thought. He lost his thought. He was in a thinking. But look here, Krishna, he said, turning to the young man. If this Compton effect is true of X-rays, it must be true of light too. So, what the Professor Compton got, in which inventions he has got the Nobel Prize? He has won the Nobel Prize, Professor A.H. Compton, he has won the Nobel Prize in the invention of X-rays. X-rays means that, okay, when you, for example, if you broke a leg or our hands, we go for hospital and Wallace says they do X-rays. X-rays means nothing but the ratios that come from the sun or from the light. They will be taken how the bone, how the bone picture has taken. If you observe, for example, if you have any old X-rays and all, something, just have a look at. Okay, you can find out where the bone was there, what you can there. In the X-ray, we can see the inner part, only the bone part. We can't in the X-rays, we can't see the skin. Only we can see only the bones. Okay, clear? So here the Professor A.H. Compton, he has won Nobel Prize in the invention of X-rays. So what was telling me C.V. Raman, if a Professor A.H. Compton has won the Nobel Prize in X-rays, okay, in X-rays, it must be true light of, okay, because of light only he was doing it is true, it must be true of light too, okay, light also, because of light in those days they won't be proper current, they used to do with the sun, with the rays of the sun, they used to take from the rays of the sun and they used to take the X-rays. Okay, you are telling from light also we can take the X-rays, you was telling. A few years later, A.H. Compton had showed that that the nature of X-ray changes when passing through the matter. The changes was depending on the kind of matter. This effect is called the Compton effect. The effect is called what? Compton effect. Okay. What is this effect? The ratios. Okay. What is the effect? What I was telling? Listen once again. Okay, he's saying that the nature of X-ray changes when passing through the matter. When the nature only, okay, what he used to do, he has to reason this X-rays from the nature, from the sunlight. When the sun is rising, there will be some ratios will be coming with the ratios. Okay, X-rays will be taken passing through the matter. The change was depending on the kind of matter. The change was taking depending on the kind of matter. This effect is called Compton effect. Students, underline that complete paragraph. The nature of X-ray changes when passing through the matter. The change was depending on the kind of matter. This effect is called Compton effect. Underline up to date. And could light also change its nature when passing through the transparent medium. So what is saying? Even light also can change the kind of matter, but when it is transforming, when it is passing through a transparent medium. Okay, that was the question that Raman asked himself. He was also asking not only from the sun, but also we can get the ratios from the light too. Okay, but what actually A.H. Compton he has done is experiment. Okay, with the on X-rays with the sunlight, with the ratios of the sunlight. But whereas C. Raman thinking, why can't you get the ratios from the light? Because see, if the light is there, only through the bulb also they will get some ratios. Now the technology are developed because of the light only. We are doing all the present X-rays depending on with the ratios of light, not by the nature. Okay, so he was thinking, why can't we do with the light? Okay, then what happened? 4 months later, on March 16, 1928, Raman announced his history of new radiation. See, he has done some inventions. Then what he has done in March 16, 1928, he has announced new radiation. What is that new radiation? Describing the behavior of beam of light passing through the liquid chemical. By using some liquid chemical, he had used that passing the light. Okay, passing the radiation of the glow, the lightning. Okay, the brightness that we get from the light. He was what he had done with the mixing of the chemicals. He announced that with the light also we can get the X-rays not only by the nature or by the ratios of the sun, by the light, by using the light also we can get the X-rays. He has announced. Underline that to black down completely. Describing the behavior of the beam of light. Beam means the brightness and the ratios that we get from the light passing through a liquid chemical to an assembly of scientists at Bangalore. Okay, we call it the Bangalore. In Bangalore, he has announced this one in the Bangalore. In which year? In the year of 1928, March 16, he has announced this. The world held the discovery as Raman effect, and this discovery, what they call? They are called this discovery as the Raman effect. Raman effect. Raman effect. So the thing that what his professor was the A.H. Compton has done. He has done with the nature, the X-rays, whatever invention he was doing with the nature by the ratios of sun. But whereas our C.V. Raman, he has, why we are getting the ratios from the sun, but why can't we use with the light? So he has think about it and he has taken some time, and with that in the year of 1920, the year of 1928, with the light he has done the marvelous thing, and the effect is called as Raman effect. The effect what the K.H. Compton has done, that is called Compton effect. Don't forget the differences. Compton effect means he has done with the nature. Raman effect means he has done with the light. Means he has used the science. Okay. Then what happened? For scientific research in this country, it was very red light day. So during that years, the days were very red to do any inventions. It was very red day means it is completely banned. We should not do anything. Okay, for example, if we go to signal, what happens if they keep red signal light? We have to stop the vehicles, isn't it? If you keep the yellow, we have to go slowly. If you keep the green, we have to move. So in same way, in those years, in 1928, that time, the years, what happened? It was a very red letter day. Means no other. Okay, it was for a scientifically for to do any research, to invest, so to invention any tablet or any such like things. It was not allowed to do. It was very red letter day. This discovery caught the attention of the world with an equipment worth 2000 and limited factories. Raman was able to make a discovery which won him to Nobel Prize in the year of 1930. In which year he has won the Nobel Prize? In the year of 1930, he has won the Nobel Prize. Okay, Sir C.V. Raman, he has won the Nobel Prize in the year of 1930. Okay, what? See, let's say once again. Raman was able to make a discovery which won him to make a Nobel Prize in physics. In physics, he has won the Nobel Prize in the physics. He has won the Nobel Prize in the physics. Physics is very interesting. It is very one of the very famous subject, and it all completely deals with the inventions. Okay, the people, those who become the scientists, they should be master the physics. Even our principal sir also has done, okay, doctorate in the physics. Yeah. So what he has done, while these things are all going to be happening, there was no people to do any inventions, and all scientists are not they are not allowed to do any research. But whereas the time made C.V. Raman to discover the attention of the world to make that with the 200, with the very little money, with the money of 200, he had made a discovery in the year of 1930, and he won the Nobel Prize in the physics. Let's see about his birth. Raman was born on November 7, 1888. When he was born on November 7, the year of 1888. In where he was born? In Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. He was born in Tamil Nadu. Okay, in Tiruchirappalli. His father was a physics teacher in a college. What his father was a physics teacher? Because of inspiration, his father maybe become the physician. He became a scientist. I hope so. Because being his father physics teacher, he has learned many things about the physics. Doing by this one only, I hope that he because of his father, the teachings what he has learned from his father, maybe that all leads him to become a scientist, a great scientist of our India. So he has born, don't forget, he has born in the year of 1988 on November 7 in Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. His father was a physics teacher. He was a brilliant student right from the start. When Raman passed his matriculation means 10th class. His parents were keen to send him abroad for higher studies. What happened? He is a very brilliant student and very clever student, and he also got good results in the 10th class. And after his finishing 10th, his parents want to send him to abroad for higher studies. In those days, we want to do any higher educations, such like PG, PG and all, or if you do even graduate also. If you want to graduate means degree or maybe BTech like that. If you want to do a graduate or a PG, postgraduate, we need to go to abroad, because those years we don't have any much facilities. India is not developed. It was not developed country. So being that reason, people used to go to abroad and to do their higher studies. So in the same way, the parents of the Sir C.V. Raman parents wants to send him to abroad. But what happened? Let's see. But on medical grounds, a British surgeon advised them against it. Raman studied in country to do MBA course at Presidency College in Madras, now called Chennai. So by the advice of British surgeon, one of the British, because in those years who is ruling us? The British people are ruling. Okay, in the 1920 and 30 till up to 47 they are ruled. No? So that time one of the British surgeon means the person who want to do surgeries, means one who do the operation. what he has suggested to the parents of C.V. Raman, he suggested them to let him to do MBA course. Okay, MBA course. MBA means it is one of the PG, the postgraduate course. In MBA we have MBA English will be there. So MBA English, maybe literature in English, MBA social. Okay, MBA economics. Okay, MBA in commerce. This all comes under art subjects. It's all art, science. It's all art subject. Okay, he had course at the Presidency College in Madras. He has completed where? He had completed his MA in Madras. Science had already made an important impression on him, and he began to write research papers for science journalism. So what happened? He has done MA, but he was very interested in science because science had already made him some impression. So he got some impression. He wanted to do something else. So on some impression on him, he began to write research papers on science journalism. Okay, he started writing some papers. For science journalist. For being science journalist, he has started writing some papers. When he was only 19 years, he became a member of Indian Association of the Cultivation of Science. At the age of 19 himself, he became a member of Indian Association of Civilization of Science. Okay, he became a member of Civilization of Science. Means in the Civilization of Science, what they will do? They will invest or they will research for the betterment for the science. Means what things will make the science, what will be going, means growth in science, doing some new things. See, for now, see our India, because of science, we are now, so because of science only, we are all getting the videos, all the classes. We are science only, we are now. Without science, we are nowhere. Okay, science is very important in our life. And meanwhile, respecting his parents, he says he took up an administrative job in finance ministry in Kolkata. So because of two reasons, because he have done MBA, MBA means all which is all comes under related to business or finance. So to respect his parents, by their wish, he was doing a job. He was doing a administrative job in the finance minister in Kolkata. Okay, in the finance minister, he was doing a job in Kolkata. His interest in science, however, did not flag. He used to spend his hours after office in the lab of association working through the night. So even he was a lot of interest in science. Okay, so the gym was pulling him that he wanted to do something else. Being that what he has done after the office, he used to go to the laboratory and he used to spend hours and hours till even in the night time too. In his end, Raman was mainly interested in the science of sound. He studied how strange instruments like an violin and sitara could produce harmonious music. Okay, so what happened? He was not only learning science, also learned some musical instruments such like veena, sitara, and harmonium. Okay, about this, because all this one he was making melodious music. Okay. He was elected the Royal Social of London in 1924. Okay, he also elected the British because of his all this one, because his inventions and his research. The British government, what happened? They are know about him and they have listened about him and they know about his greatness. In the year of 1924, the British government appointed him or elected as a Royal Society of India. Okay, he has become a one of the emperor, one of the important person in the British government, and in the year of 1929, okay, made him Canada British Emperor in 1920. It was a high honor for any great scientist. No other great scientist made him that much great. No other scientist has become a great person like C.V. Raman. No any scientist become honorable person by the British people. And C.V. Raman is only one the person or scientist who was very much honored by the British people. And the last paragraph, his advice to young scientists was to look at the world around them and not to confine themselves to their laboratories. What I was telling to all the young scientists, people, those who want to become a scientist, was telling, look around the world, look around the world, and not to confirm themselves, but only don't sit in the laboratory, don't only sit here. Look at the world, see what the, because our help and our need is very helpful to the world. ప్రపంచానికి మనము ఎంతో అవసరము. ఓకే, మన వల్ల ఎంతో ప్రపంచానికి చాలా ఉపయోగం ఉంది. మీరు ఈ యొక్క ప్రయోగశాలలో కూర్చోవద్దు, ప్రపంచం గురించి ఆలోచించండి. ప్రపంచం కోసం ఎన్నో విధాలుగా ప్రయత్నించిన దానికోసం ప్రపంచాన్ని మన కోసం ఎంతమంది చూస్తున్నారు. మనం చేయాల్సిన పని చాలా ఉన్నాయి. ఈ యొక్క ప్రయోగశాలలో కూర్చుని అలా కూర్చోవద్దు, ప్రపంచం గురించి ఆలోచించండి, ప్రపంచం చూడండి, ప్రపంచానికి కావాల్సిన ప్రతిదీ మీరు అందించండి. ఈ వాజ్ అడ్వైజింగ్ టు ద యంగ్ సైంటిస్ట్ దట్ డోంట్ సిట్ stumble, don't sit like a rock. Okay, look at the world around them and not confine themselves to their laboratory. The essence of science, because science is very needed, it is very important, it is said, and it is independent thinking and hard work, not equipment. You are thinking, think independently, think individually, and also do hard work, and you will be achieved. And C.V. Raman was the first Indian scholar who studied coal in India and received Nobel Prize. And C.V. Raman is only one person, the first Indian who went to abroad, and also he has studied with the scholarship. The first person who had studied with the scholarship is only the Sir C.V. Raman, and he is the first Indian who has won the Nobel Prize in the year of 1913 in physics. And he was first Asian and first non-white to win such great award in science. Okay, he is the first Indian and first Asian person was one, and also and non-white person one who won the science, one who won the Nobel Prize in science. He passed away in the year of 1970. In the year of 1970, he has died. In the year of 1970, he has passed away in November 21. But his memories are with me. See, because he has died in the year of 1970, still his memories are with me. In every year on February 28, we celebrate as a National Science Day, and we remember him, we honor him, because even he has died, he has brought lot of name and virtues and lot of name to our India, and he has brought lot of importance to the science. Being this all this, okay, in February 28th, the day is celebrated as a Raman effect. This is celebrated as a National Science Day to commemorate his memorable event in the science. So, what happened every year in February 28, we are celebrating the National Science Day by honoring our C.V. Raman on his name. Okay, and we are very proud to be a great person in our India, that he has brought great importance to our. Because of him, the name of India is known to different countries. And this is a small amendment about the C.V. Raman. I hope you all understood. Yes? Yeah, once again after the class, just once again read the lesson. And there are some glossaries are there. Write the glossary, and then some questions are there. Okay? Questions, take page number 28. Write the questions. Okay? First question, second question, third question, fifth, seventh, ninth, and 10th. Okay, I repeat again questions. First, second, third, fifth, seventh, 9th, and 10th. And complete your classwork as soon as possible. Okay, children? Yeah. Understood? Yeah. Thank you.